have something we don't want to... Okay. Go ahead.
The NLC Lifestyle Club. Who is currently qualified? Woo! So if you don't know this, they have extended a special opportunity for anyone who comes in the month of August or September. This is September. So anyone who comes in for the rest of the month, if an August or September baby brand partner of 2016 gets 5 points. 5 points. They call their mom, their brother, their sister, their father, their children. They get 5 points. They are qualified to go to Puerto Vallarta. That's huge. So, for those of you who are not in the club, I just want to say a couple things. One, did you join this business to go on vacation? No. Okay. So, this is an option. Some people join this business and they have no interest in driving a Lexus, and that's okay. It's a free Lexus. You can give it to your mother. She can drive it. You don't have to. This vacation is an incentive. It's meant to drive your business and to build your business. So if you're in the club, I will see you on the beach. If you are not in the club, that's okay too. The incredible opportunity is that they also now have, and I think maybe if you click the slide, does it? Okay, so you can put it on there. Like, you guys can look at this. I don't need to read it to you. That's how you get points to get in the club. But they have a new program where they are now going to have just pop-up perks, and they are tethered to the club. So right now, if you get 5 points for the months of October, November, December, this next 90 days, if you get 5 points plus 750 in qualifying volume, and so qualifying volume is not personal qualifying volume, it's qualifying volume. If I sponsor a brand partner and I get 5 points, I got 750 in QV, right? Because the least they can buy is a $55 product, a $60 product. So it's super simple. If you want to go for it, they have an incentive to get a piece of Nerium luggage that is branded, or a Tiffany pin. It's your choice. It doesn't matter if you're in the club for 12 months. Just those 3 months, there's a reward for you. Okay? Is that cool or what? Yeah. How awesome would it be for you to have an NLC Nerium piece of luggage, and every time you travel, people are like, that's a really cool piece of luggage. What is that? It's an opportunity. Now, at the beach, mine's going to be blinged out or something, because God knows everybody's going to come off of that with NLC luggage, and we're going to be like, I don't know, who's is whose. So anyway, kudos to all of you who are going for it, and you are NLC qualified, and kudos to you that want to go for it for getting the incentive of a Tiffany pin. I don't know how much that costs, but that must be crazy. Or the luggage. It's your choice, and there's no maximum. And what I mean by that is it's not the first 1,000, it's not the first 2,000, it's whoever qualifies gets it.
And if you're in the club currently, do not get out of the club. You have done a lot of work to stay in the club. Don't take a month off and go, oh, well, I was in the club for 5 months and I felt. Don't do that to yourself. You're going to regret that for the rest of your life. And think about it. If you did it for 5 months and then when we go to Puerto Vallarta and you see those pictures, that is going to be painful. So don't put yourself through that. Don't let your voice get in your head like, I can't do this, my daughter's getting married, I can't do this, I broke my leg, I can't do this, my son got his tonsils out, I can't do this, I got 7 babies, I can't do this, my job's crazy, I can't do this, my husband's crazy. Don't let anybody get in with your way. Don't let anything or anyone get in your way. And guess what? They're going to have another incentive. And you never know what Jeff Wilson's going to do. You never know until the end what he's going to do, who he's going to allow to come. You never know what he's going to do. He might pick some random people that have been in the club for 5 months. Don't keep yourself out of the game.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Thank you, Carl.
We love you, Carl.
And Carl.
Okay, so I think I just went over these. Yeah, I did.
Okay, upcoming activities, we're going to go through these really quickly because if you're listening to the corporate calls and you're reading your emails, you should already know this. This is blah, blah, blah. But September 18th, which is tomorrow, calling party day. Don't wait for your upline to have a calling party. Your upline is not in charge of having every single calling party, doing every single Nerium meal, doing every single market party, and your upline is not in charge of that. Get a few people together. It would be awesome to see a bunch of pop-up calling parties all over Kansas City, right? It doesn't have to be 12 people in a room. It can be just a couple of people. So if you have your workout partner, do a calling party with them. It's so much easier to do calls when you're with someone. January 7th. January 7th is, guess what we're going to be doing January 7th? We're going to be having a regional global event. Guess what that day is? It's our regional day. Yeah! By the way, if you want to write down all of the dates for September 17th, it's the first Saturday of every month, excluding the month of July. We will not have regional in July because where are we going? St. Louis. So the first Saturday of every month. So if you have a job, or you have a husband, or you have activities, now is a good time to mark your calendar off the first Saturday of every month. What are you going to tell your team? That's a nugget that you get here today that you should share with your team. You should share on your team pages. You should talk to your upline if they're not here. First Saturday of every month, Kansas City Regionals, 2017. What's that? Yeah, starting in January, yeah. And we're going to be going back to the KU Edwards campus. This was just a pop-up because they had, that was booked already. So all of 2017 will be at the KU Edwards campus.
You guys are getting some materials handed out. This blue sheet is where we're going to go by. And then you got another couple tidbits. One is about our guest speaker for next month.
Yeah, so let me talk about that for a second. Who is on Facebook, who is in the business blessings page? This Tiffany Carnell. Tiffany is in the top 25 of customer getters almost every single month. She's going to share with you nuggets on how she gets those customers. If you are not in feed, go to Facebook. If you're not in the business blessings. Okay, the girl who started that has the most open heart I've ever seen. She shares tons of knowledge with people. She's a marketing expert. She obviously knows how to get customers. Who doesn't want to be here next month? Right? I mean, that's what I meant. Who wants to be here next month?
Who's going to pre-purchase their tickets so they get the best price? Who's going to go home and tell their people above, below, beside that wasn't here today that Tiffany Carnell is coming?
Seriously. Who's going to let two people promote it on Facebook? What if all of us promoted it on Facebook? All month. We could fill the KU Edwards campus. I mean, it's sad. Yeah, right, exactly. It's sad that we only have this many people. But it's awesome that we have this many people. Because you guys are the leaders, obviously, of the area. So you need to go out and take that to the masses. Because we can't get to everyone. So, okay. So we came up with this little card. We want you guys to keep this card. That's why we put it on heavier paper. Thank Jen for typing all this out.
Thank you, Jen.
Awesome.
So these are some of the things that we wanted to share with you guys, your little takeaway for coming today. And what could you do with this? You can copy it and give it to your team. Right? I mean, it sucks that they're not here, but you could do that if you were a good leader, because remember, good leaders don't keep any secrets, right? So, okay, go ahead, Jen.
All right, so we're going to talk about the very first thing. I call these Nerium Hacks. It's how you can help build your business, and it might just be through volume, it might be through customers, it might be through brand partners. But the first one is about the PPC, your Premier Preferred Customer. they can get 30% off of $200 of an order. So that means a night and day preferred customer, if they are a premier preferred customer, they could get 30% off. If you call your night and day customer and you say, hey, you are at the top discount if you added eye serum or if you added EHT to your $140 order, you would get a 30% discount. And that is about the equivalent of getting the product for free. Right? Because 30% off of $200 is $60. What does our product sell for? $60. Is their product order going to go up? Yes. It'll go up $14. And the way you find that is, you guys got a little sheet right here. It's the customer pricing. When you look at 140, isn't that what you're holding in your hand? Well, I have 90 of them printed out. I think there's enough for everyone. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you this. If you have, no, I printed 90 of them. I don't think I see 90 people in here.
If you guys are a couple, just take one, please. Just do it per brand partnership. Just take one, please.
There's some extra. Okay, they're coming to you. Okay, so this customer pricing sheet, if you look at it,
Give your slide too.
oh, look at them loving fairy fish. It's like food was dropped at the top of the fish bowl.
Some of the people are like, oh, 7 is better than 1. I'll take 7.
Take a picture of it with your phone.
Yeah, you can also, that's a great idea. You can take a photo of it with your phone and keep it as a photo.
Thank you.
You guys.
Okay, so if your customer right now is ordering night and day, that's a $140 purchase. If they're a premier preferred customer, I want you to go all the way to the other side. It's $126. Now, if you add night and day and the eye, or the night and day and the EHT, on the left column, go down to 200, go all the way over to the right, and their bottom line cost is $140. So you went up $60 in volume, they went up $14 in price, and they get eye serum or EHT for $14. Do you have anyone that might want to buy eye serum or EHT for $14? Yeah. So what you do is you print out your customer list. This is in your back office. You don't have to know any magic tricks. Just go to your reports and print off my PCs, my preferred customers with active ADOs. It's generated in the report list on your left column. It's the second from the bottom. Everybody got it. Nobody was left out. So you print that out. And what I did, this is my report of my current active customers. And I went over here and I circled all the products that said true. This is what they're ordering. So I use this for a couple of reasons. One, I want to know who is not using eye serum. Because next month, guess what they're getting? They're getting an eye serum sample. I don't even have to meet them. I can mail it to them. It's a thank you for being a customer. Then I highlighted the ones that have only night and day. Right here is a couple of them. I went out across here, no EHT and no eye serum. So their product is running at $140. Now, there's a caveat to this. You have to know your customers. I've been in the business for 4 years. I have some customers who get their day cream free for life. This does not qualify for them. They only pay $90. You have to know what's going on in your back office. So don't like shoot yourself in the foot and tell them that they can get eye serum or EHT for $14 if they're paying only for night cream. Does that make sense? Okay. So if they are not getting their night cream or their day cream for free, and they're paying $140 on their auto delivery, you call them. So what I did was I lined these up, and everyone in pink gets an eye serum sample next month. And then I circled the ones that need to be contacted about the night and day combo so that they can get one of their products, either EHT or ISAM, for $14. So it's a quick report. Just go in your back office, open up the report center, print it out, and do a little bit of work. It's not hard. It's all done for you. And the company says, here, I'll increase your volume by $60. Teach your team this, you're going to see your volume rise. You see your volume rise, what happens? Your rank rises, your paycheck rises. It's all good.
Or you could keep it a secret.
3-year free. If you've maxed out your credits, and I'm reading this verbatim, if you've maxed out your credits for $270, consider sponsoring a child or a parent or a spouse as a customer. We are customer getters as well as brand partner getters. I have 2 daughters that live in my household for one more week. I have 2 daughters that are tethered to Tony and I. So what I can do is I have new customers coming in, and I'm not getting all of the free volume because we capitalize, they cut it off at $270. So you can move your customer and put them under your child and help your child get theirs for free. And guess what they get? They get free product. You can have up to 3 customers and 1 brand partner per household. Is that right? Yeah. 1 brand partner and 3 customers. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. That might be, let me think. 3, yeah, that's a typo. Not 32 preferred customers at one house. They have a name for that, and it's illegal, and that's not what we're running here. So, ignore, cross out that too. Thank you, Amy, for pointing that out. Okay, so you can have up to 3 PCs, preferred customers at one house, and a brand partner. So if and I've done this, and I know others who have done it because I didn't keep it a secret, I put 3 customers under Ashley. I put 3 customers under Courtney. Tony and I have 3 customers. So Tony and I get $270 worth of free product. Ashley can get up to $270. Courtney can get up to $270. And if I had another child, or if my mother lived with me, she could have $270. Do you guys get that? So take advantage of getting free inventory if you find that you need more free product. And I did the math here. You can get up to $1,080 in free product at one house every month in your ADOs. Are you guys customer getters? Yeah. So, Jessica's sitting back there, and she's got a couple of girls. They're not too young. Get them on some anti-aging.
Jen, if you do that, if you start giving your preferred customers away to people, you lower your CCV, which is if you get over 1,000 on that, you get paid 25%. So why would you do that?
No, you do not lower your CCV. Taryn's thinking that if I give my customers away, I'm going to lower my CCV. That is not true. Not at all. Your customer commissionable volume is you have 2 trees. You have a customer tree and you have a brand partner tree. The brand partners on your team are on your team. The customers that are anywhere in your customer database are your customers. I'm not giving them away to another brand partner to get paid on them. I'm giving them to another customer to get free product.
And you get credit for their customers.
Absolutely. I get points. If you're new and you're trying to help a customer get 3-year free qualified, I want you to know that you get points on that customer's second ADO for free inventory. You get paid as a bonus when that customer sponsors a new customer. It's beautiful. You make a nice, beautiful tree, and you can help get more free product in your household and free points for inventory. You get a bonus on those customers. It's all good.
You also get the point for NLC.
Yes, and you do get a point for the NLC.
Hey, Jen.
I'm sorry, we are really low on time.
She's got a
Product.
one real fast question.
Well, it'll cut us off. I'm just letting you know. If you want want us to go through all of it? We can. So go ahead.
Does the customer get 270 call?
Yeah, that's what the math is. Yeah. 270. That's what I wrote on here. So the next thing is, how many of you have had somebody say, I love the night cream and I love the day serum, the day cream, but I just don't go through my night cream enough, so really all I want is the day moisturizer. Anyone ever had someone say, I just want day cream? And you're like, I can't order you just day cream. So here's what I do. I say, you can't order just day cream, but I need some eye serum. I need some EHT. So you order eye serum, and I'll get you the day cream, and we'll swap. So then I still have my volume coming in for my credits for the 3-year free. And I have a box of EHT going to Ann Lane's house, and I'm going to come and meet her, and I'm going to say, here's your daytime moisturizer. Thanks for grabbing that EHT. And just let me know if you need me to do it again. I get free inventory. There is no reason for any of us not to have the day cream, because you can get your day cream for free with your inventory points. So anyway, I hope that helps. And
Ann might say, what's EHT? Yeah. Why do you love the eye serum so much? Right? If you say, oh my gosh, Ann, if you ordered day cream, or if you ordered the EHT, I would be forever grateful. That is my favorite product. I'm running low. Hey, I'll give you some day cream and you give me that EHT because I can't live without it. She's going to be like, so, great nuggets, who learned something? Yeah! Okay, so then the next section is what to do when. So on the first of the month, obviously you're going to launch your monthly business and you're going to try to get your 5 points as soon as possible. You don't want to be in the 9th inning trying to get 5 runs. Okay? The Royals don't like to be 5 runs back in the 9th inning. No, they don't. We might think they do, but they don't. So they get up there and they feel tons of pressure. And they put a lot of pressure on themselves, and you put a lot of pressure on yourself, and then you're forcing out a bunch of pressure on your friends and your family. Please help a sister out because I procrastinated. So wouldn't it be great if you were NLC qualified by the 15th of the month? Yeah. It's really super cool when you have $270 in credit on the 15th of the month. You know that you're jamming, right? Like, so I want to encourage all of you to, when the first of the month hits, it's go time. Let's go get some, have a goal for yourself. I want to get this many customers the first week, this many customers the second week, and by the 15th of the month, I want to have my 5 points. The second one is on the 16th of the month. The 16th through the 31st of the month. All new brand partners carry volume to the next month. This is for the first month only. So to make this really easy, it's kind of complicated, but if a brand partner comes in anywhere from the 16th to the 31st, they get to carry over their volume. It's a gift that Jeff Wilson gave us. Okay, that's only your first month only, and after that, everybody starts at 0. Danny Gasoline has 1 billion, in volume on the 31st. Guess what he has on the 1st? 0. Everybody starts over. But you don't really start over because, all your customers start running, your brand partners' customers start running, and it all goes there. But just know that, if somebody comes in from the 16th to the 31st, they do get their personal volume carried over to the next month. On the 22nd, you guys should all be getting in your back office anyway. But on the 22nd, you need to get in your back office and you need to know your volumes. Your personal qualifying volume, your group qualifying volume, and your CCD. And that is right on your leader dashboard. And if this is what we do, we keep track of that month to month. So I know what mine was last month. I know what it was the month before that. I know what October was of last year. So I can kind of, it helps you gauge lots of different things. It also lets you know on the 22nd, and on the 23rd, we know all the auto deliveries run, right? So everybody gets kind of a boost on the 23rd. Like, whew, I got some volume. the 23rd, and I get to see, wow, I got this much volume on the 23rd. That's awesome. But I want to make sure, our goal is to have that number growing every single month. So it's important that you guys know those numbers. This is it's your business. You can't put your head in the sand and say, I'm only going to share product. If you want this to be a business, if you want it to be something that is a legacy for your family, you gotta learn to do some of these things. And it's not that difficult. And if you don't know how to do it, just reach out to someone who knows how to do it. The secret of life is if you don't know what to do, find someone else who's already doing it and ask them for help. In anything else you do. So, in Nerium is no different.
On the 23rd, we're going to run reports. And I'm not going to name all this off because you guys are intelligent adults and you can read what I put on the report. Now, I want to tell you that this is something that always is a living opportunity. And what I mean by that is when the company comes out with new tracking methods, then it's up to you to put that in your report. So, this is a living, breathing company, and we're evolving. And as they have more tools for us, then you need to apply that when you're running your reports, and you might modify it from month to month as something new comes out. But what I do is I take all these and I export them to an Excel document, and I print it out if you desire. Some people are tree huggers, and nothing against you, but I like to highlight, and I can't highlight my screen. So that would be bad.
Twice.
So yeah, I can't do it twice. I can only do that once. So there's some focus thoughts of what you can do when you run that report so that you can build your business. If a brand partner is less than before in volume, or less than before in rank, you might look at their active sponsored legs. That's what my ASL shorthand is. If they only have 2 active sponsored legs, then you need to call them and say, hey, you normally have 3 active sponsored legs. We need to see somebody's credit card might have changed with the new chips, and it didn't process their order, and that's why your rank didn't go up. Because it'll hold you at brand partner until everybody's order processes. And if the credit card is changed, then their rank doesn't change. If you're not looking in your back office, you don't know if your rank changed or not. So anyway, and I say that because, like Mike said, we're all leaders. But the people that we're working with, if they don't know that they need to look on the 23rd to see if their rank is what it was the month before, then they need a little coaching. And, you can call them and just say, hey, Susan, I'm looking in your back office, or I'm looking and I see in the report that you're a brand partner, and typically you're like an executive director right now, so somebody's got a credit card issue, I bet. Let's find out who it is. And you dig a little deep and you work with them. But nevertheless, going on, that could be it. The other thing is the group qualifying volume. It might be that there's a 40-60 imbalance. Maybe somebody had, typically has $3,000 in their leg of business, and this month, for whatever reason, it's fallen short. And so they haven't hit the senior brand partner status, even though they have 3 active partners. They're not at the qualifying 1,500, or maybe they have a 40-60 split. It can get very complicated, so it's good to partner with somebody if you're in that situation and say, hey, can we dissect this? I know there's a problem right here, but I'm not sure where it's at. And that's what this sheet is for. This sheet is to help you look at this and go, okay, why are they not hitting their rank? Do they have 3 active brand partners? Yes. Is their group qualifying volume where it needs to be? Yes. Is the 40-60 balance off? Oh, that's it. There's a 40-60 split. That's an issue. So use this as a diagnosis tool if you need to when the 23rd comes. The customer commissionable volume pay scale, you can build somebody's income by this alone. Just to call them and say, hey, did you know that you're like $15 away from a pay raise? I've done this with several people whose rank is brand partner. It's never been anything other than brand partner. But they get a customer commissionable volume. If they sell somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 or more, they're at the top of the pay scale. They're going to get 25%. So if I call them and I say, you're $15 away from a pay raise, or I text them that because they're at work, do you think that would interest them? You bet. So look at people's customer commissionable volumes and know what the numbers are. The numbers that I pay attention to are anything close to 400, but less than. Anything that's just under 1,000. And then anything over 1,000, we'll go into this on the other side, but anything over 1,000, they're at 25%. That's the top commissionable volume. Are you going to give them a little pat on the back? Absolutely. You know, we hear it from the stage all the time that people, or babies die for it. No, babies cry for it, and men die for it. And it's recognition. So if you see that somebody is better than they were last month because you ran your reports and you're like, oh my gosh, her volume is up $500 from last month. Recognize that. Let her know that, hey, I see that you're working your business. It'll be appreciated. Or he. I don't mean to be biased. He, she, reach out to him. So, and that's actually what it says. Okay, I did this on this page. So, who is 3-year free qualified? And then this is the next part that I'm just touching on here. Celebrate them, recognize them, promote and share on social media. Has anyone ever been offended that somebody recognized you and celebrated your success on Facebook? Are you sure? Nobody? Okay. So it's the same for everyone underneath you. Anyone beside you. I have a friend that lives, oh my gosh, I just lost the state that she lives in. Is it Washington? Yeah. So anyway, she lives several states away from us. And Vermont. She lives in Vermont. Yeah, North Carolina, the home of the drag racing, because she's a motorcycle enthusiast. But I promote her because she doesn't have anyone promoting her, and she stands against that with her chin held high, and she knows that she's pushing through it, and she will not let anyone hold her back. But I promote her. I promote the dickens out of her because, man, she is persistent and consistent. And so anyway, when we get to the end of the month, it's a hectic time. Can we agree? The last day of the month is busy. If you can't promote someone's success on the last day of the month, that's okay. You were busy. Do it the next day. Do it within the week. And reach out to them, whether it's public or personal, like in a private message. But promote them and let them know that you saw their success and you're proud of them and celebrate with them. So, I think that's it.
So backside, I'm going to just keep going. So on the 25th of the month, you want to check your reports on credit card issues. On your dashboard, it will say customers in jeopardy. You know, there's a thing right on your front screen that says customers in jeopardy. So if Tammy's one of my customers and I see that something's going on with her credit card, and just because it says decline or just because it says canceled doesn't mean that Tammy canceled her order, FYI. It usually 90% of the time means that something is going on with Tammy's credit card. Her credit card has been expired. I said I have a slide in my words. Expired, or she got a chip, or she had a card from Sam's Club that now they no longer have anymore. And there's lots of reasons. So it's great when you call your customer and say, hey Tammy, I was just going to check on your credit card. I don't know, you might want to check it. The expiration date might be bad. Or worst case scenario is Tammy says, I canceled my order. Then what does that give me? It gives me the opportunity to chat with her about that. What happened? Oh my gosh, what's going on? Tell me about that. I need to let her tell me. I don't need to go into convincing her why she needs to be a customer. You know, I'm like, Tammy, tell me about that. Tell me what was going on, girl. She might say, oh, I have way too much product. Oh my gosh, I need product. conversation with your customer. Also, to piggyback on what Jen said about social media, don't just let your upline promote everyone on your team. You do it. God forbid they get promoted twice. Right? So Mike and I sat up one night in bed, literally doing NLC hit collages for like 4 hours. It was fun. It took us a long time to do it. But if I promoted Carrie and Ann promoted Carrie, good deal. So don't just let your upline do everything. Because you guys, this is your business. And don't you think they're going to love you more? Don't you think Carrie's going to love Ann more? If Ann does it, Ann, you do it? I know you couldn't possibly love her more, but so if somebody does something on your team, just little wins. Let's say somebody's been in the business for 6 months and they've never got a customer. That person gets one customer on EHD, one customer on iCenter. You need to act like the world just came apart. Okay? We don't have to get a new car to get recognized around here. Everybody wants recognition. So whatever your brand partner does, if your brand partner's never listened to a corporate call and they listen to their first one, have a party. I'm not kidding. Like it's so easy to give people love on social media. It doesn't cost you a thing. And that person might never miss another call because you took a minute to shout them out on Facebook. The 25th. So check your reports on credit card issues. They run credit cards twice, by the way. If expired credit card, insufficient funds, etc., then you need to contact the preferred customer brand partner and update the info. And if you don't know what all of these letters mean on this sheet, ask your upline. Because when I first started, I called Minnie and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? PQB and GQB and ADO and that. I'm like, I don't even know what language you're talking right now. So if you're looking on the sheet, you have less than 2% idea what any of this means. This is a great guide to take to your upline and say, what the heck is Jen talking about here? Because I don't know what any of that means. Okay, so this is just a good guide for you guys. On the 28th through the 31st, go to your leader dashboard. It tells you, we wrote out exactly what you need to do. Leader dashboard. Then you go to business drivers. Your free report. Note free ADO volume of team free partners and coach them to redeem accordingly. If you don't know what that means, again, that's okay. At one point, we didn't know what that meant. God bless Mindy, because I don't like numbers. So I'm not going to lie, when Jen was over here talking about 33 preferred customers and 100,080 and 4 times 270 is I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about any of that stuff. But I have to. Mike and I have to care about those things. Because if we don't, we're not good leaders. We can't just bury our heads in the sand and say, I'm not good at math. And I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. She is a calculator. A human freaking calculator. And I call her all the time, and I'm not embarrassed to call her and say, okay, hello, Miss Calculator. Help me walk me through this. Mike is really good with numbers. Mindy's good with numbers. Raelyn, she's not. You can't be good at everything. But you gotta get your head in the game. Because I can sit here all day and say, I'm not good at it, I'm not going to touch it, I'm never looking in my back office. It makes me crazy, I can't do it, I'm not doing it. Because then that doesn't do anything for our business, it doesn't do anything to help our team. I can't do that. So, am I not good at it? No, I'm not going to say that, right? I'm getting better. I'm embracing it. But she is getting better. So, the moral of that story is find a friend that's a calculator. And then if they're not in the business, they need to get in the business because they need to help you with the calculator. So, okay, and then 28th through the 31st, senior brand partners and above. Throughout the month, check on placement needs for your team. That means we only have 3 legs, right? And so if one of your brand partners gets their 4th brand partner, that fourth brand partner has to be placed under one of those first three people. That brand partner, Stan might be an amazing person, and he might be going out there and killing it, but he never knew that he had to place somebody. So now Stan has 7 legs, and you never told him, and now he's mad at you. So these are just little things you have to know. You either, and we learned it from asking questions, we learned it from getting on the flipper calls, we learned it from asking more questions. If I heard something I didn't know, I would write it down. If I was on the flipper call, I'd write it down, and I would call Mindy right afterwards. How many times did I do it? Like 5 zillion. Yeah, right. It's true. I would call her at the beginning almost after every call. First off, I wanted to know I was on the call. Second of all, I was like, okay, I didn't understand what Dale Munger said about this. And then she would tell me, right? So you got to ask questions. If your upline is a good upline, they will never care if you call them 500 times a day. Yes. If you have a bad upline, that I shouldn't say that. Okay, I'm just going to say it. If you have a bad upline and they don't answer your questions, don't let that stop you. Go above them. If that person sucks, go above them. Because all those people above them are making money. They're making money on your success. You don't ever feel bad about asking questions. And when somebody is rattling us with questions, what does that mean to us? That person's working. That person wants to make this a business. That's how you stand out in this business. Because when you have an upline that has a big, huge team, we can't possibly call each one of you every day. It's not humanly possible to do it. And I gave this scenario to somebody, and I maybe even have said it on stage, but I'll say it again. If I'm looking out my little peephole in my door, and if all of these people, if Mike and I's entire team was standing in our front yard, and I had to get from my door to the mailbox, I can't stop and talk to every single person in my yard. I have to talk to the people that, I happen to run across, or you're on my way to I might see you at Near and You, and I can chat with you. I might see you at the market party, I can chat with you. I might see you here, we can chat. But if you're sitting at home and going, no one's helping me, stop. You guys don't wear diapers anymore. Like, get your big girl panties on. Get your big boy panties on. Call somebody. Nobody likes a crybaby. There are no whiners here. Okay, monitor your Nerium Gives Back rewards like we just talked about. Don't have an $80 ADO if you have $270 in volume, or if you have $200 in volume. Take advantage of those points and get as much in your auto delivery chain. By the way, you have to do that every single month. You have to be on top of it. Some months you might have 270, and the next month you have 220, then the next month you have 270 again. So you've got to look at that every month on the 23rd and know what those numbers are.
And if you're putting customers under your children, you got to look at theirs too. So more free product coming to your house, you got to be responsible for that. So don't overlook that. You only do that once. Okay, so how many of you here on our corporate calls that you need to drive your business? Anyone ever heard that? How many of you have thought, oh, well, I don't see a steering wheel. How am I supposed to drive my business? So I just put together a few things here about how you can drive your business. One thing we already discussed is call those who have preferred customers. Congratulate them. Just Mary, you have 2 preferred customers. Woo-hoo, you're only 1 away, and next month's inventory is for free. So, we've got the rest of the week, because this is the 23rd, so we got the rest of the week. Who can we call? Who can we give a sample to? Have you posted on Facebook that little picture with the bottle? So, encourage your team to get 3 or free. That's driving your business, and how do we have success in Nerium? Is it by everything that we do, or is it by helping others have success? You help others have success and your business is successful. So if I call Mary and I say, girlfriend, you got 2 preferred customers, let's get you another one so next month's auto delivery is at least discounted. You know, would you rather have a $0 or a $60 discount on your $90 order? I'll take a $60 discount if that's the worst case scenario, right? I'm going to get a $90 product and I'm going to pay $30 for it. That is the worst case scenario in this business. So drive your business, help your brand partners get their product for free, and congratulate those that are 3-year free. When they're 3-year free, encourage them to get to the 9 customers. Once you hit customer number 9, then you forever get paid at the top of new preferred customers. I don't want to tell anyone not to get 9 new customers every month, because if you can do that, Jessica Hubbard, you go, girl. And I know there's some others in this room that crank out customers like nobody's business. But if you get to 9 preferred customers at any point, from that point forward, any customer you get, you receive the National Marketing Director pay on a new customer. So help educate your partners and know that for yourself. So let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, I already talked about the CCV, looking at the volume, seeing who you can help get a pay raise, go from 10% to 15% to 25%. Their success is your success. But I'm focusing on them. I want to help them get a pay raise. Who has 3 active legs and needs volume to rank advance? So we see that they have 3 active legs and their volume is at 1480. Hey girl, did you know you're $20 away from getting promoted to a rank advancement? All they have to do, first of all, it's best if we have a new person buy product and try it. But worst case scenario, on the last day of the month, if you're $20 away, go place an order and get some product. Right? I mean, that totally changes how you get paid the following month. The following month, you get paid at that higher level for the entire month. So some people are like, well, you know, I don't really want to pay $60 for some more eye serum or some more EHT. I have it. It's not about that. It's about how you get your paycheck out the entire following month. So that's a way you can drive your business. Let's see. Oh, and then who has the exact opposite scenario? Who has the volume but needs 1 more active leg? So if they're sitting at 1,800 in group qualifying volume and they have 2 active legs, reach out to them and just say, you know, Karen, you have 2 active legs and your volume is through the roof. Do you know if you got 1 more partner? And this happens all the time. Not only would you go from brand partner to senior brand partner, you'd go all the way up to director. Your volume is that high. Do you know anyone that we can do a 3-way call with? Do you know anyone who's sitting on the fence? Someone who can go to the NeriumLife.com webinar? That was one of the other tools I forgot earlier. So, you know, reach out, look and see who is so close to rank advancement and help them. And then last is to look and see who's close to getting an iPad and who's close to getting a Lexus. Exact same thing. What are they lacking? Is it volume? Is it customer? Or is it a brand partner? You know, how close are they to getting any of that stuff? I did. I made it. But... Can someone give us a time check? I'll get it.
49.
49?
Yes.
11 minutes to go.
So, okay, before we go to the next thing, I want you guys to know that if you haven't downloaded apps yet on your smartphone, you need to go to the App Store. There are 6 Nerium apps when you type in the word Nerium. And the images that you're going to see, so I had it, but I threw it in at the last minute, so it's not up here for us right now. But nevertheless, that's why we're stuttering between ourselves. anyway, you're going to see like the Nerium Communication Center. Nerium Communication Center allows you to text a video. It also allows you to email a video from your phone. Then you're going to see another app that is the Nerium Business Center. The Nerium Business Center allows you to import a new partner and to also sign up, and I said import, sign up a new partner. We're going to import them from Australia, hopefully. And so then you can sign up a new partner, you can sign up a new customer, you can check what your volume is, you can check what your rank is. Lots of little cool gadgets on the Nerium Business Center. The next tool that I use the most is the Nerium Go Show. Nerium Go Show allows you to access things like what we shared here. Now, I will tell you that we custom made this, and it's taken from what Nerium shared with us, but they didn't have, like how to drive your business and Nerium Hacks. That's something that we added. But the Nerium Regional is in the Go Show. So if you were sitting in the back and you didn't get a clear picture of a screen you wanted, go to the Go Show, and then you can download the Regional. And from that, you can take a screenshot of any screen that you saw that you want information on. It's available to everyone. You can also access the market party. You can access the before and after photos. Just download the app and see for yourself. There's a lot of free tools that you can use there, and everything is compliant because it's from Nerium. So never any hesitation with that. Then there's 3 other apps. So those are the most common of the 3 apps. Those are the ones, or 6 apps. Those are the 3 we use the most right now. There's the Nerium Wallet. And that is where you can control your Paylution account with moving money. There's another new app, and if you search for it, you will find it. But the truth is I don't know who all has access to it. They released it to the NMDs maybe a month or so ago, and it's called Nerium Go Bill. Yeah, Go Bill. So if you can enter your login information and password just like you would anywhere else, that is what is coming to us. That's the new one. And this new one is really cool. We're super excited about it. Like, you can tell it that you gave somebody a bottle, that you talked to them, that you shared, you did a follow-up. Yeah, it tracks all the information. It tells you what your next step is, and it creates a reminder for you. How would you like to have somebody...
Thank you, Microsoft.
Yeah. And then the last one is the deductor. If you want, I started out using the deductor. It's something to help you for tax reasons. So I'm not one to advise on that. I started it, but I didn't stay consistent with it. Tony and I do it on our own.
So we're about done. I wanted to give Jim a little something. We love her for so many reasons. Obviously, I loved her before Nerium. I'm going to love her after Nerium. But, she is one of the hardest working people in our company, in our organization. And I just wanted to put a little picture of her and I in Cancun to remind her that she's never alone. She's never in this by herself. That Mike and I are always here to support her and Tony, just like we're here to support the rest of our family. And I just wanted her to know that I love her.
I love it. Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't get you anything.
You bought me peanut butter balls, and those were tasty, and they hit the spot. Okay, so we put together 10 things that we think that top leaders do in this company. And we have decided to do these things ourselves. We chose at some point, we saw something, we heard something, we felt something that made us say, okay, we're going to go for this. We're not going to sometimes go for it, We're not going to barely go for it. Could we do more? Absolutely. Mike and I could do a lot more. Jen and Tony could do a lot more. But we are persistent and consistent. We take our 10 core commitments very seriously. I think we all have a renewed kind of energy in us after conference that, we're going to do this, right? Every one of us have been to a conference, been to a regional, been to a market party, and we said that to ourselves. Only we went home and we did the exact same thing that we did before. So I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you got inspired. I hope you got some education. I hope that you can find someone in this room or in this company that you can look to, that you can lean on, that will support you, and that will, have you back when you need them. The beautiful thing about our company and our organization is that we're happy when you're happy and we're sad when you're sad. We are a family. We are not just here for business. I don't see a dollar sign on any of your foreheads.
She's a Pentagoric.
Flinch.
It is. It's emotional because I love you guys so much. I want to see all of you guys succeed. And I want you to stop being scared. Life is scary. Who cares? Nothing that we do in Nerium is going to hurt physically. So if it doesn't hurt you physically, just do it. If somebody says no to you, who cares? Someone right behind you will say yes. So if you sit down and one person says no, the person behind them misses out. If Mindy would have sat down before she told Mike and I about Nerium, we wouldn't be here right now. Thank you, Mindy, for not being afraid.
I have to interrupt. I'm the jokester of the two sometimes. All of a sudden I have the voice of Mr. T in my head going, I pity the fool. I pity the fool that said no to offering Raelyn an opportunity. Right? So you need to have a little bit of posture. You have an opportunity. I pity the fool that says no to you. I pity the fool that says no to using your products. I pity the fool who's not on EHT. Hello. So, sorry, that's my side caveat.
So we're going to ask y'all to stand up. And we're going to say these things out loud together. I want you guys to commit to yourselves. Look to the right and look to the left of you.